Hey there, Postal here. Today we are taking out the F6U. I'm in a flight with Mars Reverend. And we need to get 8 fighter kills. We've got a J8M and an attacker. The attacker could be a huge pain in the butt, to be honest. Although we've definitely got the speed on him. The J8M shouldn't be too big of a deal, to be honest, but we'll see. Why do I say that? Well, the J8M usually is like a speed demon. He's gotten a lot more altitude than I've got, but I've got the F6U. As you may be aware, this is one of my favorite planes in the game, maybe even my favorite plane. It's just so fun. Let's see if we can find these fighters. So we're doing this 8 fighter mission to try to get Elise Clark, and it's a pain in the butt. It's just a huge, huge pain in the butt. Why is that? Because getting 8 fighter kills is about luck as much as it is about anything else. And oh, we've got the attacker and the J8M here. What the heck? We might have the luck with us. We'll see. It's just two kills, not 8 kills. So we'll see how this goes. If I could aim properly. Cool. So now we need to go get the fighters again. Right? So they're going to be spawning over here. Let's actually go for the command center here. Problem is, like, you also can't do too well, right? To get 8 kills means the game's got to last long enough to get 8 kills. To get 8 fighter kills. Getting 8 just kills isn't a big deal. Getting 8 fighter kills, however, is a huge pain in the butt. So we've certainly got the speed. There is a fighter towards the center. I would love to just go over there, and I probably just should instead of dicking around with the SU-9. And that's what I'm going to do. Going to head to the center. Hope the SU-9 doesn't tag me. Oh, hello. Here's the J8M again. I say. Oop, I didn't pay attention to the attacker. Hopefully he doesn't get me. Like I said, I've got the speed on the attacker. Hell, it looks like I've got the speed on the J8M. Can I kill the attacker before my bots do? That's the question. Alright, so there's 4. Nice. Gotta love these cannons. These 20mm cannons are not quite as strong as the German 20mm cannons, but they're pretty dang good. These are the same exact 20mm cannons that you get on the F2H, same cannons that you get on the XF90 and the F7U at tier 10. And all in all, they're very solid. The biggest weakness of this plane is certainly its altitude performance combined with its let's say mediocre just to be nice airspeed. Maneuverability. Oh shoot, I just offered my tail up to this attacker, didn't I? I did. We're gonna see what we can do here. This attacker is coming after me. And he can definitely outmaneuver me. There's 5. He's distracted by Mars, I guess. I'm actually going to use my pneumatic control assist. I got to hit the air brakes crazy here. And there's 6. Oh my goodness, this game is actually looking like it's got a solid chance of being the game. Why do I say that? Well, the issue I typically run into is the game is over too quick for me to actually have any kind of impact. No, no, no. I know SU-9 isn't a very scary plane unless you're in front of it. And I was in front of it. And I'm so unmaneuverable that even an SU-9 can outmaneuver me here. Alright. Let's go ahead and get some speed. Nice. There's 7. I'm up at a really high altitude. I don't like being here. I've got centrally located cannons rather than wing-mounted cannons that the attacker has. I do not have my boost or my maneuverability here, but we're at a really high altitude, so the attacker loses his. Nice. Got it. And that was like the least. If anybody watched my live stream last night, it was like I was getting 7, 7, 7, 7. The games would end too quickly, or you know, the friendly bots would take the last kill or two, and I'd be like, what the frig? Normally you don't care about that kind of stuff, but when you're trying to get a mission, it's like, what the heck? Alright, so we've been playing just to get the 8 fighter kills. Mars has been gracious enough to let me do my thing here, and we've not had to worry about really much of anything. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna push on over here to the oop. Oh no. Oh no. Mistakes were made. I'm gonna push on over here to hang out with the other bombers. Help Mars. Nope, Mars got this. Perfect. My wings still knocked out. Get our boost on here. Dog's hacking up something. Stop eating whatever you're eating, goofball. I don't know why I'm going after this fighter. I don't need him. I'm just like in kill fighter mode, I guess. And this isn't even like my favorite plane for killing fighters. Typically in the F6U, I absolutely adore going after multi-rolls and heavies, right? You've got that airspeed. You don't need to worry about your maneuverability when you're going against those kind of planes. And it's just very good at doing that, right? So we're not going to worry about that. Got some multi-rolls inbound. Try not to get my wings and tail knocked out. Or engine. Getting your engine knocked out in this plane is a huge detriment. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to see. Dang it, Mars. Not that he meant to do that. Obviously. I'm following the tracers of the SU-9 there, so that way I could shoot him, even though I couldn't quite see him in the... couldn't quite see him in through the smoke there. Oh shoot, are we gonna lose this? Let's go ahead and knock out their bombers while we can. We're up by enough points, I think we'll be okay. Especially if we can take out these bombers. Just took out a ground attacker. Should get a Kozadub here. Not necessarily right there, but during this battle. What do we need to do here? Send some people that way. Why are my cats being all spastic? My dogs are being spastic. His life is being spastic. They're like, you've already won the mission. We don't care what happens now. Oh no. Mistakes were made. Oh no, I'm leaving people on super low health. I don't like it. Super low health. Look how many people are like nothing. There we go. Oh, I guess I could use my pneumatic control assist and actually try to turn with these guys. Rather than just be a putz. There we go. And Stop turning. Stop turning. Thank you. Ah. We'll take it. Got a Marseille. Got an ace. Got a Lords of the Sky. Nice. Didn't get a Kozadub? What? Oh, well. Did I? What is that back there? It's a Guardian? I can't even see them all. Can you see them all? I can't see them all. Dang. Good combination there. Me and Mars was able to sneak this out in one of my favorite planes. So let's take a look at the end results. So that was by far my easiest attempt at it. Even previous years with previous missions, getting the 8 kills on those missions for whatever I was trying to go for, planes or pilots, I was always liked by the skin of your teeth. This one was pretty casual. How many fighter kills did we get? 9, and I probably could have gotten 10 or 11 if I really wanted to push it. Only captured 1 sector. Again, this is the flexibility that Mars gave me there. Just him and I just going out there and getting good personal points just because we kind of willed it. We manipulated it, I should say, for sure. So 21 kills, 10,000 damaged aerial targets overall. Just one of my favorite planes. I really, really enjoy this plane. It is a duck out of water for the American fighters especially. What do I mean by that? Let's take a quick look at it on the tech tree, and then we'll look at how I've got my plane set up and why I recommend this setup, at least for my playstyle. For this plane, it is the only 20mm cannon American fighter here. We've got nothing but machine guns all the way to tier 10, 50 caliber machine guns. There are some premium fighters that might have like the XFL-1, the P-39N that have like a cannon, but the vast majority of these planes are going to be machine guns only. The F6U, it's an anomaly in that regard. And where the American fighters at the top tiers, tier 8, 9, and 10, start getting quite maneuverable, if not downright very maneuverable with the F-86, the F6U still retains that high airspeed, low maneuverability type of fighter style that the Americans have. And I lean in on that. As far as my setup is concerned, I've gone with complete speed build on the engine. However, rather than going with polished skin on this plane and getting just kind of ridiculous airspeed, getting up above probably close to 90 on the airspeed, I've gone ahead and said, you know what, I want to turn at least a little bit. There's situations where I need to turn with a multi-role fighter or stick with a wily heavy fighter. And this build allows me to do that. Still have plenty of airspeed and still able to have a huge impact there. Something that you might have noticed is I actually have a high-speed gas turbine on this fighter. Typically, I don't recommend that. Why not? Well, it has high-speed gas turbine, increases the effectiveness of your boost, but reduces your overall boost time. And so on a fighter, you typically don't want to do that because your boost time is typically between 6 and 12 seconds. And reducing it to 4 seconds or 9 seconds really isn't worth it. That being said, the boost speed of this particular plane, even after the high-speed gas turbine, is at 13 seconds. Why is that? Because you start off at 16 seconds with this plane. Might even be 18 seconds. I don't even recall. But I'm at 13 seconds, and that's even with the gas turbine reducing it down significantly. This plane used to be on the multi-role fighter tech line. This line here used to be right here, or no, right here. And when you were going from the F2G, you could go to the F94D or the F6U. And then after going to the F6U or F94D, they both went to the F7U. That meant the vast majority of people, of course, were going to go for the Starfire because, you know, Vulcan. The rest of the people just skipped by the F6U and said, why would I go to this? I can get to the F7U by going down the F94D. I get the F6U just because I loved the F2G so much. I figured, what the heck, let's grind out the F6U just to earn it, and then we'll fly the F94D. When I finally flew the F6U, fell in love with it almost instantly, and I'm really, really happy with it. But because of that, because of it being previously on a multi-role fighter line, it has multi-role fighter boost, and that quantity of boost is not lost on the process. So that's why I've gone ahead and put the gas turbine on here and the uprated engine. Really, really good speed. I'm able to stick with incredibly fast planes. I'm able to stick with a lot of heavy fighters, and your 20mm cannons are very, very strong and allow for some heavy hitting in that regard. I've boosted that up by putting some gas-operated action on there. I've also maximized my accuracy with the gyroscopic sight. And then my pilot, I've also gone ahead and put Marksman 2 on here. So I just want to make sure, if I'm booming and zooming, which I'm typically doing in this plane, I want to make sure that the quantity of the boom is high quality, right? I want to make sure that my shots are hitting because I'm not going to be turning. I play this plane very much like I would a heavy fighter, unless I'm attacking heavy fighters because I can turn with them. But if I'm attacking regular fighters, I'm hitting the gas and I'm going. I'm hitting them hard and I keep on moving. I don't even mind if somebody else gets the kill. I don't necessarily go after aces in this particular plane. I don't mind weakening them down to 10 hit points and then just moving on and getting a Predator medal for all I care. Furthermore, with my pilot, I've gone ahead and put Engine Guru 1 on here and Aerodynamics Expert. Aerodynamics Expert is going to further increase the equipment impact for speed and maneuverability, really pushing it to its limit. Once I'm, eventually getting 3 more, I'm probably going to be going for Engine Guru 2. I might go for cruise flight just because the extra view range and engine thrust and top speed when you're in between battles or in between engagements can be certainly can be helpful. We'll see when I get to I'm sure when I get my 2 points I'll put it on cruise flight. When I get my 3rd point eventually some years down the road, we'll see if I go for Engine Guru 2 or something else. As far as other consumables are concerned, my first row here is just my standard fighter layout. First aid package, pneumatic control assist, engine cooling, universal ammo. That's what I put on all my fighters, the vast majority of my fighters. And there's no reason to not put it on here. Yeah, it's not maneuverable, but there are situations where pneumatic control assist is going to be helpful, typically versus the slightly maneuverable multi-role fighters, or if I just need to get my guns on target as a last ditch, hopefully I survive kind of situation. Engine cooling is absolutely awesome for this plane, getting that 10 seconds worth of extra boost. Very often what I'll do is I might have used up my boost. I'll put engine cooling just to refill it up, not to necessarily use it right away, but to have it ready for when I do need it. First aid package, this plane doesn't catch on fire all that often. Furthermore, I want to make sure that my pilot is available and able to shoot accurately. And then universal ammo, because why not? Improved mixture control. This is the same caveat that I tell everyone. I use improved mixture control for the extra speed, the extra thrust. My understanding is I know if my engine goes out, it's on me. My stupid decision to put mixture control instead of what I typically recommend for most people, which is manual engine restart. If you feel comfortable with avoiding taking damage, avoiding losing your engine, and having that extra boost to overcome that, then go with the improved mixture control. If you don't feel comfortable with that, which I completely understand, most people don't, go with the manual engine restart to get your engine back in. When you do lose your engine on this plane, you're basically dead, right? When you're built around speed and you don't have that speed, or your engine's just not available, then you're going to be toast, right? So completely understand going in there and putting in the manual engine restart. Anyway, quick overview on this plane. I've done quite a few videos on the F6U, but it's such a good plane. I love it so much. And the fact that I got 8 fighter kills with it just makes it, well. Thanks again to Mars Reverend. He's a live streamer as well. I put his link to Twitch in the description below. I'd love to hear your opinion on the Pirate. Is it one of your favorite planes, or are you like most other people that tend to avoid this particular plane? Love to hear your opinion either in the comments below, or you can hop in my Discord and we can keep the conversation going there. Hope you have a great day.